start so far for Volt.
But it does also go back to what Corelli had just got done saying as Astro puts this ball into the net. Spacestation, against teams like Volt, if they find their way into this series, a nice little play from Astro.
And that was, watching from Brettle's perspective, it was a little...
But Arsenal takes a demo on the back side of the rotation. This forces Ness up into a poor touch. Arsenal gets in front. Nice tip in, or really slap in, if you will, with the power behind it. Tie game.
And Arsenal first goes for the bump on Astro, gets the corner boost, immediately turns. Astro and Arsenal, he'll do crazy things upfield. And a lot of times that results in goals. Sypical getting a ground pinch goal for Spacestation. So despite the slow start, it didn't take long for Spacestation to get going.
That's just nasty, Sypical. Ness is thinking, yeah, cross for Reddles, and they're just taking free shots on net. The ball took out 2 players in net, and Reddles finally punches it in.
And this pressure coming from Arsenal, getting that quick turn, feeding it to Reddles. Sypical just launching this at net, and we're seeing Spacestation do this more and more, where they're just get the boost steal and then stay in the play and be a headache for anyone on the defensive end.
Well, Volt certainly have to try to figure some things out here, but Spacestation have top of North America so far, are 2-0 in terms of winning these games, and Spacestation look to be the third as, well, never mind. Astro get the freebie here at the start of game 2.
And this was a play where Reddles comes in, didn't really get behind the ball on his challenge, and that allowed Astro, but that was not the case. So, like I said, for Volt, if they're going to win it, they're going to have to take advantage of every little opportunity they do there, but they've already given it up. Arsenal tying things up for Spacestation.
This is, again, the difference. Ness, that touch, it's got to be closer. And then Arsenal, his first touch, only he can get to it again. Astro, some trouble there. Spacestation were just, taking their chances from midfield, while the rest of Volt were forced to just sit back. And Sypical just outdoes Heck all by himself and puts Spacestation in the lead.
Astro side flipping there, and then Heck, he was surprised. That ball came right out into the middle over his head.
Waiting wings for the winner of this match. Right now, Spacestation, they don't need more than that. Arsenal, great work on the ground to pick up the third goal.
And that's trying to get that ball to the side. Arsenal around it. Astro thinking that he has the angle covered, but it was tucked in by Arsenal. And Spacestation, this has been one-sided. Look at the shots, Derby. 12 shots to 2 for Volt.
And when you're Volt, though, and you come into this match, you probably expected something like this. So if you're Volt, James, and you're playing in this match against Spacestation, you got to play the whole thing through. You got to keep going through your progressions. What's the main thing? Keeping your mental state stable. And, this isn't the only regional that's going to be available for Volt to try for. They're going to have to play Spacestation again one day if they want to keep going. I don't care how many goals Arsenal scores at this point. I want to know, get into the minds of Volt for me and how their mentality should be.
How it should be? I mean, all by its or all on its own. So
absolutely,
going to take this and learn from it and keep building that experience. But Spacestation, on the other hand, it seems like another day in the office. We saw a routine flip reset from Sypical, now a routine double tap. Things are going right.
Yeah, it's letting them in Twitch chat right now. So, Spacestation, while they are far and away the better squad, I just wanted to emphasize your point that making it to the top 24 teams is not an easy feat. And it can be easy to, become, what's the word for it, spoiled by the quality of play to Volt for making it this far. They even beat Loco 3-0. So, Volt clearly have something to them, but this is just too strong of a team. One more to go around that midfield line. But overall, Ness, that's a good initial touch, but Astro wasn't in position for it. Heck kick flies right by him. Oh, that ball went supersonic.
Heck, he's getting chased by Arsenal for a sec, gets the corner boost, thinks he has the net covered. But a blast jumped off the inside of the post.
That's a reminder to Sypical. It's like, hey, remember who feeds you, Sypical. I can open the net and I can close it right back down. And Arsenal trying to close the game with his second goal.
Heck,
Or first goal.
Heck, it looked like you got a touch on the ball, but needed more than that. The demo on the goal.
Thing to me, James, is I think this just highlights, you know, that A tier of teams that's below that top 5, including Rogue, Arsenal putting another in the net. I think that shows you why they've had so much of a struggle, like making that next step into the top echelon of teams. I'm talking about your Alpines, your Ghosts, your Pittsburgh Knights, your Kansas City Pioneer. He led the league in demos. He had like 67 or some stupid number like that in 7 matches. And now he